Howdy y'all, if you're thinking about moving to Coppell, Texas, well, it didn't earn the #1 best suburb to live in Texas on accident, okay? This is a well-kept, older school suburb with some great schools. So if your budget is in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range, well, that's what we're diving into today, all right? We're gonna hit the streets and check out a few homes in this price point here today so that you can see just how far your dollar can stretch in another part of this series here on Coppell. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. If you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we get tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make that move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, you gotta reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. Of course, that's our favorite, but hey, whatever is easiest for you, we've got you back. We're making a smooth move out here in Dallas, Texas, or in Coppell, like I'm here today. Welcome back. Of course, we've done a few of these, but if this is your first time, then welcome to the channel. We're glad that you're here. Yeah, I'm hanging out. So this is the farmer's market. So they'll run this every Saturday morning. They've got some really good, fresh organic produce every Saturday. You've got a little, playground for the kids, but you've also got, I will tell you, so you've got George Coffee and Provisions right there. You've got Twisted Root Burger, which is one of the best. You can get all sorts of different kinds of meat on your burger right there, and it's got a nice little vibe in there too. And you've also got, this is why you subscribe to the channel, okay? If you want to know the best barbecue in town, then that's gonna be Hard 8 Barbecue, which is right on the corner right back here, okay? So if you're looking for the best barbecue, maybe in Dallas, then that's gonna be at Hard 8. They've got one location right here. They got a couple other locations around the Metroplex out here as well. But now let's talk about Coppell here for a little bit. So give you a nice little introduction before we dive into the neighborhood. So this suburb began in 1955, and the city built the DFW Airport directly south of it in '74. So since then, it's really grown into an upper class suburb with some commercial warehouses, closest in proximity to the airport down there. But very residential, family friendly vibe. And one of the biggest reasons that people like Coppell so much are the schools, right? The schools are going to be top notch across the board and actually ranked the 3rd best school district in the Metroplex, which is going to include all of Fort Worth as well. So you've got some great schools and also a super safe suburb, pretty active, pretty active small town vibe out here. You've got a few trails, you got sidewalks through most of the neighborhoods as well. So, you'll have people walking their dogs and, taking that morning run, morning walk, same in the afternoon type of thing. That's kind of a Coppell here for you. But now that we've covered the bases here, let's head to that first home, that first neighborhood, and show you what's going on in this price point. All right, I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. Let's jump right into it, shall we? So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $315,000, 3-bed, 2-bath on 1,200 square feet. It's gonna put you at $258 a square foot. Built in 1983 on under a quarter of an acre lot, so a 0.18 acre lot right here. So just less yard to manage in the summertime. But you are going to have the 2-car garage that'll be on the back side that you'll access via the alley back there. And that is one thing. So not to state the obvious or anything, but that is one thing that you'll want to know is you're definitely going to want to have your car out here. We're pretty spread out, and public transportation isn't too sophisticated out here. I mean, it's nothing like New York or Chicago or much less London or anything like that. And I always tell the story of, how my sister used to work and live downtown, and she would walk to work, but if she wanted to go literally anywhere else, she would have to take her car. So that's kind of how Dallas works. So definitely going to want to have your car. And then you have the alleyway in the back, which if you don't know what that is, basically, the idea is to protect the front side curb appeal, have everything looking good on the front, and then you'll have an alley running along the back side of all the homes, which is where everybody's garage will be. Okay, so that's kind of what an alley looks like. It's pretty private back there. I mean, you have as you can see, like the backyard is fenced in, so that provides a barrier between you and the next person, so you're not like looking into everybody's garages and everything like that. Okay, so it works, but I know some people prefer to have the garage just in the front of the home like that. Just had a Zoom call with one of you guys who called in and said, yeah, I don't really like the alleyway thing, so we're gonna find her one that's here in the front. So but yeah, other than that, I mean, here, I'll give you the shot a little down the street. So you got some pretty good sized trees. We're kind of in a spot right here in this stretch of the street that doesn't have many trees, but we'll get up in there. Yeah, so I mean, this is a pretty established neighborhood, of course, is Coppell. So you're gonna have some more mature trees and everything. Got some, decent landscaping. Not the best, but you got some good ones over here, actually. Got some good landscaping over there, but everybody's yard is pretty clean. I mean, there's no trash or I mean, everything looks clean here in this neighborhood. You're gonna find that's kind of the vibe of Coppell as well. Everybody takes pride in making sure everything looks good all the time. Very, very quiet though, I'll tell you what, back here. I feel like my voice is echoing a little bit through the street right here, so I'm like trying to keep it down a little bit, so very, very quiet back here. But then you're also going to be, you're going to be pretty close to, you got that major intersection right over here that'll have some of your, it'll have your grocery store, it'll have some shopping and everything like that. So not too far away from some commercial over here. But let's talk about the schools real quick, because that is one of the main draws of Coppell, of course, right? So of course, Coppell is ranked the number 5th best public school system in the state of Texas, right? Number 3 here locally in DFW. And of course, one thing that you have to understand about Dallas is we're stacked on good schools really everywhere. So of course, 8 out of the top 10 best school districts in Texas are here in DFW. So you've got some stiff competition, and Coppell is right up there. Of course, just following, only following, Highland Park and South Lake Carroll. So it's going to be really, you're going to have some great schools really across the board up here, which is going to be nice. But then if you wanted to go, if you wanted to go a little bit more private, a smaller setting, a more intimate setting, you could go private school. Of course, I went to private school here, and I had many friends that lived in Coppell. Of course, the top 3 here in Dallas, which are all in the top 35 private schools in the nation, are all kind of pretty close to each other over there in kind of that North Dallas area. And so from here, only 20-minute drive, I'd say, maybe 15, depending on how fast you're driving, right? So, if that's an option for you, you could definitely do that. And yeah, hey, I think that should be a good little recap here. Oh, you got a trampoline right here, nice. Might go jump on that real quick, but okay, maybe not. A little early in the morning for that, I think. But yeah, hey, if you're finding value from what we're talking about so far, please tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much, and make sure you tap the bell for notifications while you're down there. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure, again, you tap that bell down there. And of course, I was born and raised here, and I love sharing some of that insider information that I've picked up throughout the years here. So happy to share it with y'all. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the second neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature here is going for $350,000. Again, gonna be that 3.2 on 1,800 square feet, and that's gonna put you at $193 a square foot. Built in 1979 on a 0.16 of an acre lot right here. And again, you're gonna have that 2-car garage on the back side right there. Of course, you're gonna see it's that traditional brick style. It's gonna be a traditional floor plan as well. You've got a little bit of a vaulted ceiling in here, and generally move in ready, but you know, personally, I'd probably want to do some upgrades, at least in the kitchen right there. But and then you also have some elevation that separates a couple of the rooms, which is a cool feature, right? So here, I'll give you a little shot down the street right here as well. You've got some nice old growth trees right here, all the way down the street right there, which is really cool. And yeah, I mean, you got some good landscaping. You got the bushes in the front and everything. Some pretty clean streets, clean yards and everything as well. But yeah, pretty quiet back here too. We're actually pretty close to, you got the church right there on that side, and then you've got the duck pond over there. If you've seen some of the other videos on Coppell, you know about the duck pond right there. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna also gonna be pretty close to the highway. Not too far. I mean, probably about 6 or 7 minutes away from the highway right here. So, you know, not 2 or 3 minutes, but you know, not too bad to get out to the highway to get wherever you need to be. But yeah, one thing that people ask us sometimes is, you know, okay, when I'm in Coppell, do I stay in Coppell or do I have to travel, you know, a little bit to go different places, right, to get what I want? And I think the real answer is, you know, yes, you can stay and have access to everything that you need, but I do feel like people who live in Coppell are pretty mobile. You know, they like to bounce around. You know, I mean, you're right here by the airport, so maybe you're used to, you know, jumping on a plane and going somewhere else, right? But you know, as far as locally speaking, you know, I think, you know, it's really easy to just bounce over to Grapevine and get a little different vibe over there. They've got, of course, that nice historic district over there. Or if you want a little more upscale, you can get over to South Lake really easily. And of course, if you want to go into Dallas, I mean, that's only 20 miles away right there. So you've really got access to a bunch of different styles of living from where you are here in Coppell. But yeah, listen, we love helping our clients get into homes in really good locations, of course, that they feel really, really good about, of course, but we can't help you if you don't reach out, right? So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us. Of course, you know, that's our favorite, but whatever's easiest for you, you know, we've got your back when making a smooth move here in Dallas. And again, I feel our team is the best in the world at finding you your dream home at the right price. So of course, we're crushing a bunch of deals right now for our clients, and would love to help you do the same. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, hey, real quick. So I wanted to show you a shopping center here in Coppell. This is one of the main ones right here off of Beltline and Sandy Lake Road. You've got a cool clock right behind you right there, and you've actually got some covered parking through that little walkway right there. But I just want to kind of show you what all you have out here and show you what you have, you know, easy access to. So actually, if we start over there, so we've got a cava over there, which if you don't know what cava is, it's kind of like a Mediterranean take on Chipotle a little bit. So that's a really good spot right there. You've got a Pure Bar. I've never done that, but you got a Pure Bar studio, a pet store, an eyelash store right there. You've got some haircuts. I don't know what Merle Norman is. You've got a massage place. You've got a boxing spot right there. And so what you need to know is in this, at this intersection here, you've really got, so all 4 of these corners right here are gonna be full of, they're gonna look pretty similar to this. So you've got a natural grocers right here. I'll kind of walk and show you a little bit more, but you actually have 3 grocery stores on the 4 corners. So you've got 3 out of the 4 have grocery stores in them. You've got a Tom Thumb across right over there, and then you have a Sprouts over there. So Sprouts is similar to, you know, natural grocers. Natural grocers would be kind of a smaller version of Sprouts, you know, with the focus being on that organic food, that organic style and everything. You've got your Chipotle and the biscuit bar over there, which is a good brunch spot over there. Yeah, I mean, and then you've got some offices on this side. You got a little 2-story going on over there. Yeah, let me see. So yeah, you've got the bank. You've got what else? Yeah, you've got some more restaurants over there. You got the Schlotzsky's, the Cinnabon over there. I mean, you've really got a ton of stuff. I mean, you got the Starbucks on that side as well. Very important, right? So yeah, I mean, you really have a ton of stuff to, you know, really have easy access to out here, at least at this intersection right here. And so I just wanted to, you know, show you kind of what it looks like, and you know, show you what you can kind of come to expect in these shopping centers out here. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the 3rd neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $365,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, once again on 1,400 square feet. Gonna put you at $254 a square foot. Built in 1983 on a 0.16 acre lot right here. And again, you're gonna have that 2-car garage on the back side via the alleyway back there. It's gonna be that traditional brick style of home. You're gonna have the traditional floor plan. You do have some vaulted ceilings. You've got some skylights in there with the exposed beam as well. The kitchen has some granite countertops, but it is kind of small in there. And then you do have some updated subway tile in the shower, which, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of, but so you might do some updates depending on, you know, your personal style and preferences back there. But I'll tell you what, it's a really cool street. So you've got some really nice trees. This is a no outlet street. You got the cul-de-sac down there on the end. The trees are, I mean, almost touching at the top right here. So I love it, you know, when that happens, of course. We got some pretty good landscaping in here. Got some nice flowers, you know, clean streets, and you know, generally pretty clean. We've got some guard dogs right there too. And you know, everybody's keeping good care of their yards and everything right here. Very quiet again back here, and yeah, not much street noise or anything like that. And again, you're gonna be close to, so we're pretty close to where we just came from actually. But so you got the duck pond not too far away, and you'll also have, but we are closer to the major intersection right here, which is where you'll get some more of that commercial right here, and you know, you'll have, you know, your grocery store and things like that a little bit closer to you over here. But let's tackle the property taxes now, because yeah, there isn't anything that we fear talking about here on this channel here. So let's talk about these property taxes, because I know a lot of people love to complain about how high the property taxes are here in Texas. And listen, I get it. And I agree with you. I think they are, higher than, some of these other states, of course. But one thing that you have to remember is we don't have the state income tax, right? And so that certainly helps us out a little bit on that front. And we actually did another video where we broke it all down. We did the math and, we asked the question, is Dallas better, or where does Dallas rank compared to some of these other states and everything? And I think you might be a little surprised by the conclusion that we came to in that video. So I'll link to that in the description below. Well, I'll link to a few videos actually down there that you might find interesting. So make sure you check that out down below. But I'll, make sure you check that out after the video because we still have a couple more spots we're going to show you here. But yeah, property taxes here in Coppell, at least at the moment, are 2.71%, which is going to be just above average for DFW. So of course, the range here in DFW is anywhere from 1.8 to 3.4%. And so just, the average will be 2.6. So you're just above average right here in Coppell. But you are getting, again, the third best schools in the Metroplex for that price, right? For that investment there. So, and a really nice neighborhood too. So I love Coppell as a suburb, really close to the airport as well. So many great things about Coppell here. So, but with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the fourth neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $393,000, 3 beds, 2.5 baths on 1,900 square feet. It's gonna put you at $205 a square foot, built in 1990 on a 0.15 acre lot right here. So not too much yard to manage here in the front, but you are gonna have a 2-car garage on the back side that you access via the alley back there. And of course, this is going to be that traditional brick style 2-story right here. You're going to have the open floor plan on this one, fully updated. You'll have a 2nd floor balcony overlooking the backyard and the back as well. And we're here on a pretty good location here. So you've got the corner cul-de-sac right here with the they painted a basketball court right here, which is pretty cool. And yeah, but a pretty nice little street right here. So, you've got the big trees. As you can see back behind me, we'll walk down and see some of these other homes right here. You've got, again, that traditional brick style is really going to dominate in here. Pretty good landscaping. I mean, the street is clean. All the yards are pretty clean, other than, of course, the leaves that are starting to fall down and everything. It's going to be very quiet back here, except for maybe a couple dogs barking that I can hear over there. But again, you're going to be pretty close. You're pretty close to 121 up here on this side now, on the north side, and so you'll have easy access to the highway there. But then you'll also have access to some of that shopping area at the major intersections where you'll have your grocery store and your necessities right there, right? So yeah, pretty good location right here. But yeah, one thing that I wanted to mention was that price per square foot, right? There's a reason why I mention it on every single one, because I want you guys to really notice and understand that your dollar can really stretch a little bit further out here in Dallas. I mean, of course, we have many of you coming from California, New York, Chicago, Minneapolis, Seattle, all over, right? And so, see, they're the barking dogs back there. So we found them. And yeah, so we have many of you coming from there. I have a partner out in LA and we're looking at homes there, and it's minimum $500 a square foot, right? In some parts out there. So I know that's not everywhere, but the point is you can really get a good bang for your buck out here in Dallas, and of course here in Coppell as well. So, but let's do a nice little recap here on this price point right here in Coppell. So of course, that the square footage wise, you know, this is going to be that starter home, of course. So, you know, anywhere between 1,000 and 2,000 square foot is pretty much what you can come to expect. You know, 3 bedrooms and maybe 4 bedrooms. You know, you might get lucky and find something that has 4. 2-car garage is pretty standard. Probably not going to see a 3-car garage unless, you know, you get again, you get lucky or something. You know, might be able to find something that you could find as a project to, you know, renovate, and you know, something that's a little bit bigger but needs that renovation. So, you know, if you are an investor and that's what you're looking into, happy to help you out on that front as well. But the pool sometimes can be an option as well out here. But yeah, I mean, these homes are generally going to be a little bit older, and many times have already been updated, right? And so, but again, you know, you might find if you want to do some of that renovating yourself, you know, to fit your style and preferences, of course, you'll have a few options like that out here in Coppell as well. And but lot size, you know, typically going to be under 1/4 of an acre. Again, of course, these are those starter homes, and so, you know, not much yard to manage. But you know, every once in a while you can find something, you know, right at 1/4 or maybe a little bit above if you're looking for a little bit bigger yard, right? So, but yeah, hey, if Coppell is where you want to be, then you got to reach out. You know, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, jump on our calendar. If you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us, of course, that's our favorite. But you know, whatever's easiest for you, you know, we've got your back when making a smooth move here in Dallas or in Coppell, of course. And if you found this useful here today, please tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. And make sure you tap that bell for notifications while you're down there. And hey, I want to invite you, if you are continuing your research here, I want to invite you to tap on the Dallas, Texas Living name down below. That'll take you to our main channel page, where you can use the search bar on that page to look up whatever it is that you're looking for. Maybe it's a specific topic that you're interested in, or a specific area that you're really keen on and want to learn more about. You know, odds are we've covered it. And but if I haven't, then let me know down in the comments down below, and happy to respond to everybody. I respond to everybody, by the way, and let's get that conversation rolling down there in the comments. It's always a fun time down there. But and then if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen, of course. And of course, we do a ton of different styles of videos here on this channel. So whichever one of those is popping out to you, make sure you click on that right now. And until the next video, I'll see you around town.